You know, I never got a chance to say rest in peace, Bushwick Bill. Uh, Never was a Bushwick Bill's energy is speaking to me right now, man. Cause you know I never was a big Ghetto Boys fan. I did like the hit single "Mind Playing Tricks on Me," but I never bought a Ghetto Boys album. I bought a Scarface album. Scarface turned out to be the Michael Jackson of the Ghetto Boys, you know. So I'm familiar with Ghetto Boys. Know that they like one of the pioneers of gangster rap down south. Probably the first gangster rap group down south, man. You know, so they legends, and they had a lot of people down south are influenced by them. They the pioneers, man. So the godfathers of this shit, you know, they get much respect. Bushwick Bill included in that, you know. He's of that caliber, so he get much respect, you know. I saw an interview of Bushwick Bill, man, and he just seemed to be real self-loathing. Maybe it was just that interview in particular, but it was one of his last interviews, and he was just self-loathing on himself, man, like almost feeling sorry for himself in a way, which we all do, but we never verbally say it out loud to people. We might think it to ourselves, but we don't say it out loud. Sometimes we have our moments where we feeling sorry for ourselves. Well, Bushwick Bill, you know, I just noticed that about him. He started talking about, you know, if I wasn't Bushwick Bill, you wouldn't love me. You know, would you love me? Well, you wouldn't love me. You know. And the interviewer was like, well, you can say that about most celebrities. If most celebrities wasn't who they were, would people love them? Not just you. But Bushwick Bill was, you know, self-loathing, you know, talking about how he looked different than everybody else. You know, short, you know, a midget, a dwarf, you know. And I never knew that affected him as much. But I think it did. I think it really affected him his whole life. I know it did. Probably affects a lot of dwarfs. They just don't say it. But it seemed to be constant. Well, from what he was in that interview, it seemed to be a constant reminder of how he feels about himself. You know, at the same time, he has major confidence. At the same time, he may feel insecure about himself, but at the same time, he also had a lot of confidence in spite of himself. You know, and get up there and do what he do, and you know, perform in front of people, and you know, make people happy. You got to have confidence in yourself. So it may be a thing with a yin yang thing with him, where on this side he's confident, on this side he's not. You know, he's insecure, like 50-50, laugh now, cry later type shit. And then I see him rushing to get albums put together. I heard him talking about how he was putting albums together to feed his kids for future, you know, to have something for his kids to live off of when he gone. And he was doing albums like a month before he passed. So he was rushing to put these albums together. You know, in the midst, so he can have something to leave to his kids. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of last minute, man. But you know, at least his mind was there in that right direction. Which that's why it's so important to establish yourself and to be conscious. See, that's where consciousness comes in. To be conscious, when you're conscious, you know to start saving for your kids, to start preparing, leaving something for your kids when they babies. We already know that. You know, because time is not promised to nobody. You know, when you conscious, you think about those things, and you ain't trying to get out here and be selfish and party, and it's not all about you no more when you got kids. So I think that was kind of I think he was disappointed in the fact that he's trying to last minute make albums so he can leave his kids something behind, as far as finances is concerned. I was like taken aback. I was like, wow, he really doing his last. He was in his album, like he was in the studio like a month before he died, man. Like making songs, bro. Finishing up songs, making songs, thinking about, the legacy that he will leave behind. I'm like, wow, that's a great thing in itself, but I hope it just wasn't too late, man. I would definitely support the album when it comes out. Even though they say rapping, buying music ain't it's not, especially in hip hop, it's not it's not financially beneficial anymore. Like, it's not like it was when CDs was popping before the internet came out and effed everything up, man. But yeah, man. Again, I like to say rest in peace, Bushwick Bill, man. It seems like he had turmoil with Scarface and Willie D. Seemed like they wasn't close. You can just tell they wasn't really close. Probably never clicked right. Just by the fact Scarface Instagram said R.I.P. to Bushwick Bill, and Bushwick Bill was still alive, man. It just shows you, man, the disconnect between them guys, man, wasn't there, man. Like Willie D made a video, like after Bushwick Bill died, Willie D made a video. His next video didn't even mention Bushwick Bill. Like your boy just died, your partner just died, and your next video you talking about something else. But Willie D throwing me off with his YouTube channel, man. It really fucked me up. I never expected Willie D to have a YouTube channel talking about social issues, man. That really fucked me up, man. It's hard to see him in that light. I always saw Willie D as, I looked at him as, a rapper. But whatever, man. It is what it is. He's an older man now. I don't know if now that I think about it, was he ever a gangster? What was he? I never did understand. Was the Ghetto Boys gangsters, just regular dudes from the hood? What was it? Maybe they were just from the ghetto. Ghetto Boys. It's hard to tell what Willie D was, because in rap you either a gangster, a so-called pimp, player, thug, nice guys, I don't even know, or a goofy ass, or one of these goofy niggas that do drugs, or a dope dealer. Yeah, that's what rappers. That's what you are in rap. Either one of those things. I never did. I thought Willie D was like a gangster, but I guess I was wrong. I don't know if he was a gangster or not. Maybe he was just a regular dude from the hood, man. I don't know. But he doing YouTube now, man. It's kind of that kind of throws me off. But anyway, yeah, man. So Bushwick Bill, man, he very intelligent guy too. If you listen to a lot of his interviews, he's very intelligent. I wish the Ghetto Boys would. It's hard to find a whole Ghetto Boy interview. They didn't do many. I would like to see an interview of all of them together talking. being interviewed at the same time instead of separate. But yeah, Scarface the one that really broke off and took off. His career took off, man. Bushwick Bill career never really took off like that. I remember him being on the Chronic. I thought that was cool. He was on the Chronic featured, a little intro. He was with Dr. Dre a little bit during them days. Maybe they was touring. But I wonder why he never got on the song with them on that Chronic CD. But yeah, he's been around. He just seemed like a cool dude. It seemed like him and Tretch, him and Naughty by Nature was tight. Because Bushwick is actually from the East Coast. So, it's just sad, man. And, especially where he died of, because that pancreatic cancer takes you out quick. Seems like, I have a relative in the family, that young guy too, that died of the same thing. And inflamed pancreatitis, man, it's taking people out, man. But yeah, man, Bushwick Bill. I've been updating my information on Bushwick Bill, about his about his crazy ways, man. He shot himself in the eye. I was looking into that story, how he shot himself. He seemed to be an angry person, man. Seemed to be a very conflicted person with demons, man. Seemed like when he drank, he one of those guys. Seemed like when he drank, he gets angry. Cause he told about a situation where he was drunk and he got into it with his girl, and he tried to make her shoot him, but she ended up shooting him in the eye with them struggling for the gun. Cause he was angry. He was having his moment. And I heard about another issue, but anyway, on Vlad, I heard about another issue with somebody telling MC Search told a story on Vlad about him getting into it with his brother. Bushwick was drunk again, and he just was going off on his brother, man. But I'm pretty sure there are a lot of wild stories. Oh, and Willie D said he could be very disrespectful. So Bushwick had anger. He probably had anger issues, man. Drinking issues, but he seemed to be a guy that was trying to redeem himself and was trying to be a better person. Anyway, I want to say rest in peace to Bushwick Bill again. True legend in hip hop. I know he made an impact. He made an impact on the world more than what he think he did. Yeah, man. If a guy like me from good old Alabama can make this video about you, you definitely made an impact, bro. So may you be in peace, and may your spirit, be the spirit of God. May you be free in your spirit now, because you're free now. You're in spirit now. You're free. You're in your God power. So may you just continue to be in your God power, man. And be blessed, bro. Peace.